搭乗口21番になります。お時間は2時10分までにはお越しいただくようにお願いします。
お客様の皆様を申し上げます。中国の航空600
一緒のやつある。
Donate compartments or under the seat in front of you. 上の棚や前の座席の下に飛んでください。無理に固めると滑り出し、思わぬ怪我をすることがありますので、お気をつけください。Welcome home. May we ask you to throw your baggage in the overhead compartments or under the seat in front of you. Please take care when starting.
置いてきそう。
www.ua.org. Thank you.
Confiscation. Any unintended baggage should be reported immediately to an airline representative or law.
Allocated galley area is clear. The restroom located in the aircraft is locked. Permanent baggage around jurisdiction.
And Frontier, Hawaiian, Sun Country, and United.
Please notify airline personnel immediately. Thank you.
Tarifa laboral. La RTC no ofrece viajes de cortesía a los pasajeros.
Board through front door.
Running 21 miles per hour and 38 second base to the top. Okay? 3 floor, 1 seconds. You can always coming back. The sunset going down 7:35. Yeah, and the rides open.
Look how far away.
Looks like Lily took a shower. Yeah. Thank you. Yeah, they were showing. They because you're happy. The division is not rich yet, but the conference, that means that they're going to be the best.
Wait.
Hold it. Wait.
It is taking 7 attempts.
certified. Vai à frente. Vai à frente.
It took me like 15 hours to get down.
Ma come ci mettono davanti? Io vado davanti. Davanti.
Saya, Sa.
Before the body started to scatter, so this was just a kneecap of events.
Oh, yeah.
So that was hilarious because that's why that was weird stuff.
Oh,
Yeah. So that was hilarious because after the service,
Cheryl, so come on, Devin, get out, and he turned around and knocked Cheryl out. And she got out and said, oh, okay, and they said, no, so everybody said, no, Cheryl, we weren't there, we were out. They killed some drug dealers down there. There was other people that disappeared, but they never happened.
So she came out of the house and said, she's a
What's your name, Bradley? Evelyn Bradley. Yeah, she. I mean,
I believe for the first time.
The canyon is 446 kilometers long. It's a totally different size. And also,
C'est quoi?
찍고 있다. 도라리. Still hungry?
Thank you.